But let's just jump right into it. It is time to tackle NYCFC, the MLS Cup champions, who we have to sing their fight song before we talk about them. Take me out to the ball. I have to get my shots in. They're better than us, so I have to get something in. Ronnie Dylo goes into another year after finishing fourth in the East with 51 points, 14 wins, 11 losses, 9 draws, and an MLS Cup to go with it. My projected 11, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but Johnson in goal with Tinnerholm if he's healthy, or Tavon Gray at right back, Kyans and Chanot, Amundsen at left back, Keaton Parks and Alfredo Morales in the center mid, with Maxi Morales up top, on the top of that triangle there. Andrade and Tyus Magno on the wings, with Tati or Hebert if Tati's not gone. Or if Tati is gone, rather, at striker. Same 4-3-3 that won them the league last season. Or won the playoffs last season, not the league.
You think there's any chance that Acevedo gets game time over Morales?
I'm sure that's probably where if they're going to rotate anybody, that's probably where it gets rotated. Mm-hmm. But I can't see him starting right now.
There's also there's a distinct lack of Justin Hack in the team.
There is. The other thing I will say is that I also did all of this prep before they actually did sign a left back. I'm going to pull that up right now. His name is Thiago Martins, and I believe he starts over Admonson.
Transmark has listed as a center back.
Yes,
maybe he could play out on the left.
I believe he played on the wing for
he only played at center back his whole career.
The Japanese, I thought he was playing as a I thought he was playing as a left back.
I'll look into it if you want to keep going.
Yokohama Marinos. No, he's a center back.
Oh, Amundsen's starting then. Now, question for you is:
Sure.
Is Mitrita back? He was only a loan, so is he back
he is
now?
Not on their roster.
I see him on the roster. It just says he's loaned out, though.
Okay, well, on transfer market, he's not there, so I'm assuming because it was a mid-season loan, wasn't it? So if it was a 2-year thing, he'd come back in July.
Okay.
Did they improve? I said no. They really didn't sign anybody except a backup center back.
Yes, agreed. They did not improve.
Okay, what do they need then?
They need
to get better.
I would say they need depth, and I'm saying that kind of generally. Mm-hmm. I think in the midfield they're a little thin. Acevedo seems to be the backup, assuming they start with Morales, and then what? I think like that's about it. I guess I would say they're also thin at fullback. They have Tavon Gray and Tinnerholm at the right back side, but then at left back, I think it's just Amundsen.
No, they've got 4 left backs.
They have 4 left backs.
You need to get on transfer market, sir.
They do have Zelalem at center mid, but is that really adding much quality?
I agree with you that they need depth, but I don't think it's in the back. I mean, their back line depth is younger and probably not as proven, but really what they need is attacking depth, right? You've got, if Tati leaves, it's Hebert and it's Tyus Magno playing striker, which are 2 good players, but Hebert's coming off an injury and you need Magno out on the wing. So you probably want to go find one more. Best addition for you? There's really only one.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be Martins, right?
Yeah. Biggest loss for you?
Sorry. They signed him as a DP.
They did. They signed a designated player defender.
To be a backup?
Maybe they go 3 in the back, put Amundsen and Tinnerholm as wingbacks, go Parks and Morales, Maxi Morales, and then or maybe 3-5-2.
They don't have. I don't think they have the depth to go three at the back.
They really don't. But who are you going to bench, right? Kynes and Chanot are your guy.
If it's, I wouldn't bench either of them, but if you had to, I guess it would be Chanel.
I'm thinking he goes at left back. That's why I wanted to put him there. I can't imagine, and I get that he's a center back, but I can't imagine you're taking any of the two, arguably, two best center mids. Grace. Stop it. Two best center backs in the league last year, and you're going to bench one of them now. I have to think that he's going left back or he's going three in the back.
That's a. I'll just say it. That's a very odd move if they're going to bring in a designated player to sit on the bench.
It didn't stop Red Bull. Red Bull did it.
Red Bull. It must be a New York thing. All right. Anyway,
Biggest loss for you?
James Sands.
Me too.
Easy.
Yep. Player to watch 2022. I've got two. It's Andrade and Magno on the wings. Two really big money moves by football group of City, who are ready to make this really big step forward. I think they're going to both. I think Magno specifically, but I think they're both going to have very, very good years this year.
Yeah, I was thinking those two as well, but just to pick someone different, I'll pick Keaton Parks. It's his time to shine now in the hierarchy of center mids, or I guess the lineage of center mids. It was Alex Ring and then James Sands, and it is Keaton Parks' time. So let's see how he does without Sands there to help him out.
All right.
And coming off of injury, I think, too, right?
Yep. End of the year. What's your big question going into the season?
At the moment, my question is if Tati's going to stay or not. I thought for sure he was gone, like 100%. He was out the door. But, I mean, he's still here right now. And I know there's been rumors about him leaving, but nothing has seemed like super concrete. Like, all right, like the Turner to Arsenal thing where it wasn't confirmed official, but like it was pretty much set in stone that he was gone. And I haven't heard the same for Tati, so I'm wondering if he's going to be here.
They keep pushing back. Any offer that comes in, they just turn it down. NYC value Castellanos at 15 million, but they're only Palmeiras got close at 12.5, and River Plate I think put 10 in.
Man, I feel like they should have taken the 12.5.
They're gonna hold on to him until he walks like official, like free.
He's gonna. Well, the issue is like if they keep hold of him and block a move from him leaving, what if he just is like, all right, well, screw you guys, I'm not gonna like play nearly as hard anymore, and now his value just tanks and they get like way less for him.
Yeah, to be fair, he is signed through 2025, so I can't imagine they're gonna lose him on a free, but
no, probably not.
But
if he doesn't play, his stock is probably as high as it's going to be all right now. I mean, he's Golden Boot and they won the championship. They should capitalize on it because I don't think it's going to go up much more.
100%. I don't think he breaks any records next year. And I could be wrong because I was wrong last year. I thought he was going to be a bust last year, and he came out and did a lot of very good things. But I don't think he's breaking records next year, and I don't think that I agree. I don't think his stock's going to go up much higher than where it's at. That was also my question. How long is Tati here for, and who is next in line after a bear, right? We're talking about how they're not super deep. Who's the next guy up? And it's probably going to be some Man City loanee that's going to just filter through. But where do you have them finishing?
I still think they'll be in and around the playoff picture. I think that they will probably slip down a little bit with the loss of Sands. If they lose Tati and they don't replace him, I would definitely drop them down more. But assuming Tati's here, since he's still on the roster, I'm thinking like 5 through 8. I think small chance they miss the playoffs, but
really,
I think the East is strong this year, and I think NYC finished 4th last year. I think, right? 4th.
Yeah,
and I don't necessarily think that they improved. I think the loss of Sands is going to hurt more than people think. 'Cause I don't, similar to where you sit, I don't know for sure if Keaton Parks is going to be able to fill that role.
Sure.
And Alfredo Morales is definitely not a good replacement for James Sands. But that's kind of why I think that they'll hover around the same area. What do you think?
I've got them 1-4 in the East. I think they brought back pretty much everybody who won them the cup last year. And I think Aber is going to come back fully healthy. Tati's not gone yet. And when your field is this wide, you can get away with not having James Sands for half the year.
Well, let me ask you this though. If they won the cup, and I know we make this argument all the time, they won the cup. How much of that was just them being hot at the right moment? Because like in the league,
playing against teams that were
playing against
COVID
Philly,
struck, right?
playing
I
against
get
the Philly
it.
youth team.
I get it, but they know how to play together. They know the system, and Dyla is ready to.
Yeah, but the system got them to 4th last year. It's not like they won the league and they weren't close.
Okay, we'll have to figure it out.